Hi girlies, welcome to my channel. My name is Minnie, and if you found this video, it means today we are doing a beginner's tutorial soft glam makeup look. Without wasting any time, let's get on with it. So the first thing we're going to start with is our eyebrows. You're going to want to fill them in with a micro brow pencil. This pencil has a fine tip which makes the eyebrows look more natural, sort of giving it like hair-like strokes. You want to extend the eyebrow every time you fill it in. Make sure when you get towards the front, you put lighter pressure on the pencil so that it's not too dark. Lighter towards the front. And as you move back, you want to give the illusion that you have long, full, healthy eyebrows. And then what you want to do is take the back end of your brush and use the spoolie to kind of brush up the eyebrows. You want to take your eyebrow gel and brush your eyebrows up using the eyebrow gel just to make them stay up. You're kind of taming your eyebrows so they don't fall back. And what you want to do is kind of go back in and brush them towards the back, right? Now we're going to do our face. So you always want to make sure your face is moisturized. You can get any moisturizing serum or moisturizing cream. I'm using the vitamin C serum on my skin. It's just my everyday kind of moisturizer. It helps the makeup to kind of stay in place. And once that's dry, you want to go in with your primer. This is the one I'm using. Get a generous amount of primer, kind of minimize that look of like having pores. Just let that sit in for a little bit. So for your eyebrows, you're going to need a concealer. You're going to get a flat brush. Just going to add some concealer onto your brush and draw right under your eyebrow. So you want to start like with a practice round first. So just draw directly under the brow. Before you get close to the brow, make sure you get a good grip, and then you can start drawing a line that will help you carve your eyebrow into the shape that you want. And here, honestly, it's really about precision. Once you have your line, you don't want to press too hard. Once you have your line, you just drag the product down. And you want to do the same thing on the other side. Don't press too firmly because you don't want to have a lot of product building up on your eyebrows. Take whatever's left, put it on your eyelid, and take another coat of concealer. Put just a few dots on each eyelid. And then take a damp beauty blender and just blend that out. So blending is very important because it really helps the makeup absorb into the skin. Be sure not to get too close to the eyebrow because you don't want to ruin what we just did. And take your foundation. I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the color Cinnamon onto your brush, and we are going to carve the top part of our eyebrow. So first get a feel of the area, and then you can get closer. It's also about precision. And the less times you lift your brush, the more precise it will look. Go and then just blend out. Same spoolie that you were brushing your eyebrows to the top with, and just kind of drag your eyebrows here in the front to kind of give it a more natural look. Once you've dragged them, you can brush them back into place. Same with this side. And just brush them up. Next thing we're going to do is apply our foundation. So same brush I was using, just dip it in your foundation. Remember not to get any foundation underneath your eyes, because that's where we will place your concealer. Damp beauty blender and just blend out your foundation. You don't have to press hard, but you do have to do this for quite some time before it all melts in together. And then you want to go in with your concealer. This is the one I'm using. It's literally almost done. This is where we're going to place our concealer. On your forehead, ridge of your nose, a little over here, and a little over there. And then you want to take your blush. Just want to place it right on your cheekbone. Just the same on the other side. Don't be afraid to use blush, because you can always correct it if you put too much. And again, we're going in with a damp beauty blender and staying in the same space. You just want to tap in the same space and then bring it up and down, staying within your cheekbone. Bring it back to the side a little bit, and then you can take it up into the eyelid a little bit, bring it down. Just move around this area, just gently. Same on the other side, pat in the same location, and then you can start moving it around once you feel comfortable. Just put a little bit on your nose. And now you want to take another damp beauty blender and just blend your concealer. Make sure you're going outwards to kind of give yourself that lifted kind of look. And you want to make sure you're blending your concealer into your blush so that they look like they're just blended together, like you can't see where one starts and where one ends. And just blend everywhere you added your concealer. The forehead. Then you want to grab a contour stick. I'm using this multi-use concealer by Maybelline, and just draw a little line under the cheekbone. You don't have to go crazy, just right here by my nose, on my forehead. And here you want to grab a smaller beauty blender to just kind of get these smaller areas. Just blend until you feel like your fingers are hurting. Blend it into the eyelid as well. Just do more on the other side. I want to take a different beauty blender, also damp, and just blend that cheek contour over there. Everything looks blended together. Then you're going to take a highlighter stick. This one is from L'Oreal. And what you're going to do is just rub it, put pressure on, rub it on the back of your beauty blender. Gently on your cheeks. Get some more in there. And the bridge of your nose. Your forehead. This is giving your face some life, pretty much. And before we go in with our powders, you just want to make sure that everything is set in and is absorbing into your skin. So make sure, because we do not want anything creasing, make sure you go over everything with a beauty blender and make sure everything is set in place. Now we're going to go in with our fitting powder, Maybelline Fit Me powder. An angled highlighter brush, just grab a little bit of powder onto the brush and dust it off again. And you're just going to place that brush on your forehead, making sure to mattify all the places that we concealed. So your nose, your forehead, get some more, dust it off. Your chin, we concealed there. Side of your face, we added a little bit of concealer there. of your nose. And for our eyes, we're going to go in with a beauty sponge. Same thing, just get a little bit of product. And what you're going to do is swipe it on the back of your hand so that it doesn't get cakey. And you just want to have as little product as possible, and just look up and place it right under there. Take it a little bit up. So we don't want anything that's too much. Again, have a little bit of powder, swatch it on the back of your hand, and then you can place it underneath. And that looks flawless. Then what you're going to do is take a foundation powder in a darker shade and just go around the perimeter of your face onto the places where we put our contour. So down here too. Doesn't have to be too much, just enough to mat the area so that our makeup stays in place. So a little bit around the nose. You can just use whatever's left on the brush. And then we're going to take our blush powder and use a blush brush. Just get a little bit, tap it on your hand because it's very pigmented. And just a little bit at a time, tap that into the skin. The other side as well. Get a wet wipe, just clean around the mouth. You're just gonna go in with contour powder or a dark eyeshadow. This is the L'Oreal Infallible in shade Deep Amber. And you're just gonna put some on your eyeshadow brush and just drag it in. So from the outside, just drag it in. And then whatever's left, just try to blend it out. Then you just do the same for the other side. And now what you're going to do is you're going to get a brown lip liner or just a darker one and just outline your lips. Then you're just going to take your lip gloss and take your setting spray. This is the Morphe setting spray. This will help your makeup stay in place throughout the day. You just want to let that dry. Go in with our eyeliner. This is a very important step. And don't worry if you don't get this right the first time. it is kind of tricky. Then you want to take your liquid liner and then we're gonna end it off with our mascara. This is the Fenty Beauty mascara. You don't want to make silly mistakes once you get to this point. Bottom lashes are just as important as the top ones. And that is the end of the video. This is the final look. What do you guys think? What do you wish I spoke more about? What do you wish I could change? Let me know in the comments, and I will catch you on next week's video. Bye.